What's up, guys? I'm really excited to have you here today. This is channel update 2.0 because the channel itself has crossed 200 subscribers. This is a great achievement, and I'm really excited for where things have come from, where things have gone, and more importantly, the growth that's still ahead. So I've committed to a couple of changes lately, and the most obvious one that I seem to be getting the most questions about is the name change. So if you haven't noticed yet, I did change the name of the channel from New Guy to Cosmic Campfire. And the reason for this is because I never intended for my YouTube channel to necessarily become an extension of myself. It wasn't supposed to be New Guy. It wasn't supposed to be New Guy's channels or New Guy's comics or anything like that. I always wanted to create a space that would allow for people to have an open and honest exchange of dialogue and talk about storytelling and the art of it, the science of it, and the power of story. That's what this was all about. And I feel like by taking my name away from it and simply calling it Cosmic Campfire, it is creating that space. As a kid, I grew up going camping some weekends, and what always amazed me was there was very quiet, shy people that we would go camping out in the woods for 2 to 3 days over the weekend, and around the campfire they would just open up and they would start telling stories, and they would really show us different sides of themselves and show us things that we might have never guessed about that person otherwise. And so it just always blew my mind how if you take away all the social constructs and you get out into like some isolated territory, and especially once the sun goes down and you can kind of only see what's right there within, fire's reach. At that point, it becomes a completely different world where people feel a lot more open and honest and vulnerable. And so I wanted to create a space sort of like that. My other fascination growing up was always the stars. When we were out camping, I was always looking at the stars. When we took family vacations, we went to West Texas so we could visit the Donald McDonald Observatory so I could look at the stars. So when I think about space, I think about like how isolating it is or how isolating it can be. And whenever I think about the campfire and the stories that are told around a campfire, that happens in isolation. So it seems to me like the place that people would be the most open and honest and could explore something more than, pretty much anywhere else would be a cosmic campfire. And so that's where the name of the channel comes from, because this is completely based on exploring storytelling and how to tell story and the elements of story and everything that goes into conveying a message or a lesson to somebody through the use of story. So that's why I removed my name from the channel. I'm not physically stepping away from it, but I also want to separate myself from the space that I've created for these types of conversations to be had. And I hope that you like it. I hope you stick around, and I hope that you want to be a part of this. So welcome to the Cosmic Campfire.